Hello, Mr. Williams.
Very good morning to you.
Right. So Africa Cup of Nations. I know. Just Google it, Robert.
Two matches played yesterday. I know that they both ended in draws. Gabon, Burkina Faso. I haven't checked the scores, but they wouldn't have played as yet.
They ended in what?
In draws.
Okay. Okay, good morning, Mr. Butapuka. Africa Cup of Nations, Robert said they both, 2 games played yesterday and they both ended in draws.
I think.
Yeah. You think?
Yeah.
You know, didn't Gabon score? Am I reading it wrong?
Yes.
Okay.
I did something wrong here. I don't know what I did, but
you're not caught the computer? All right, listen. Knowing how you see these things, right? Mm-hmm. And what you say should be done in cases like this, right? Who's going to write the letter?
Which one that?
The fact that you're not got the computer.
No, it's not because I shut it down.
Why did you plug up?
No, I just shut it down.
No,
so I've not done anything detrimental. It's just a case of turning it on.
Yes.
But no. I don't know where the switch is to turn it on.
So how would you deal with that now?
With this?
Yes.
Just turn it on back.
As a manager at Ari, how would you deal with that?
Yeah. No. Just turn it on back. Or, if needs be, I just switch computers.
No. I'm saying, how would you deal with it as a manager? You switch computer?
No, just turn it on back.
How would you deal with you?
No, there's nothing to deal with. I just turn it on back.
So the person who's coming to read the news at 11:45, they can't turn it on back?
No, they can use the other computer. But I will turn it on before I leave.
Really?
Yes.
So why you can't turn it on now?
They just have to find a way to turn it on. Remember, I'm not computer savvy. And maybe you can help me to find the switch to turn it on.
The most we can do is write a letter.
And then I would respond accordingly.
Yes, if
and I would say, well, it's nothing out of the ordinary. You shut down, some places you shut down the computer when you finish with it.
Yes, that is why I know. Our listeners should know that it is we're going off your rules and regulations. Well, yes, right.
Well, maybe.
Come on back yet?
No, I don't know where the switch is.
All right.
But maybe it is deliberate that we don't know where the switch is because
Nicholas,
people will just turn it on and turn it off.
Nicholas, turn on the computer for me.
Look right in front.
Yes, Nicholas, turn it on. Nick, write him a letter. Write him a letter.
You see? Just right in front of me, but just that I'm not that savvy in terms of the technology to turn it on and turn it off.
Pick up your letter from the office.
It means it was already prepared.
Never mind, I can't type it on my phone. So you can Google the thing?
Yeah, man, I can find it now.
So Zambia and the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
First I have to log in back first.
Right, and
that shouldn't take me 10 seconds, which I have already done.
So I'm looking at Group A, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea. Equatorial Guinea, of course, is a host.
Yes.
You know, Morocco, your country, your friend them said them not doing it because of Ebola. And
no, I have all my friends in there. Ghana is my friend too, you know.
Really?
And South Africa is my friend.
Right, but I know Morocco is closer to your heart. So they decided. You think so? Yeah, I think so. So they decided they're not doing it. So Equatorial Guinea is a host, but Equatorial Guinea didn't even qualify.
Right.
But
my disappointment is really Nigeria. I mean, you don't have Africa Cup of Nations, I don't have Nigeria.
Yeah, that's really. So that means South Africa is going to win.
You think so?
But I think that is the history. When Nigeria is not there, South Africa wins.
What about Algeria?
Well, I know some of them country they like, but North Africa is where you're thinking.
Yeah, it was 1-1 with Equatorial Guinea and Congo.
Okay.
In that match, the other one. I soon find this.
So what's happening in the groups?
Remember, it's yesterday it started.
No, they're not game not play today. Africa,
yeah, but they wouldn't play it necessarily. Oh, one would. They would have played the first match already. Where am I now?
So who you think is going to win it?
Algeria.
Okay, not the Black Stars.
No, the Black Stars would have to come from behind.
Okay.
Because
and not South Africa. Yeah, because why?
I don't think the team is strong enough. I think it's too new a team. It's
not the same team from the World Cup.
No, they have made a number of changes. So
that's true.
I don't think they would be strong enough. You have Zambia, I think, and no man, this Today's the 18th. So it's Zambia and the Democratic Republic of Congo who will play, and Tunisia and the Cape Verde.
Okay.
So Gabon and Burkina Faso. Yesterday Gabon won 2-0.
Me tell us Gabon won.
Equatorial Guinea and Congo ended 1-1.
It's interesting. You know, I think South Africa has a chance. You know, you say Algeria, but I'm going with Black Stars.
You know, Ghana is my team. The fact that Nigeria is not there, Ghana would be the team that I would be backing. But I don't think they are up to it this time. I think
you say sentiments.
The negatives from the World Cup is still going to be a bother to them. So I am going with Algeria.
Okay. And I'm going with Ghana.
You're going with Ghana.
A bit understanding what you're saying, agreeing with you, and saying that, you know, South Africa should do well.
Yes. I don't know. Burkina Faso, I would have thought that they would have started better too.
Okay.
Because outside of Algeria, Nigeria and Ghana, and the Ivory Coast, the whole party, you know. The fact that Burkina Faso was competitive at the last tournament, I thought they would have started better. But then again, you can't necessarily use the start to decide what is going to eventually happen.
Still a long way.
They might just have had a bad start, and then we'll pick up after. But they are one of my dark horses.
Well, we're going to write that down, watch it, and see where it goes. Yeah.
You see, but remember, I picked one team to win. Algeria.
Yes, you did. You said Algeria.
Right.
Yeah. And I said South Africa. But Ghana is my team.
Ghana is where my emotion is. If I were to pick a team and emotion,
yes,
it would be Ghana. But because I think Nigeria is always probably...
And as a female, I am even more emotional than you, because in terms of the Ghana team, yesterday they tweeted a picture of all of them just coming out of a pool.
The Ghana team? And?
They were in the pool. They're just coming out. Then
it's a normal thing when they for footballers.
Yeah, that's how a man are gonna look funny. But
so what was it about the picture?
It didn't look good.
I just pick up what you said. Yes, because I was wondering. I mean, you know.
By the way, have you heard of the Lipala? Lipala?
What's that? No.
It's a Kenyan dance. Remember me tell you to take off? No.
Lipala.
Yes.
Kenyan dance. Okay. Well, we'll wait to see what.
Yes. Just remember it and check the YouTube when you go up.
Lipala.
Yeah.
All right, I will.
Really nice. Really nice. All right, Mr. Williams.
Take care.
Well, go and tell them what I want how they. Right. But you don't take antibiotics for anything. Yeah, man. Your immune system.
I don't know if I've taken any.
Normally when you take antibiotics, you finish a course. If you feel better, you're left. What are you finish a course?
No, I know that if you start taking antibiotics, you take it until it's finished.
Okay.
Whether you feel better or not. But I can't recall having had to take any antibiotics. It's not bored.
Not bored. It's not good, actually.
Not bored. I don't want to have to take any.
Right, so this is serious business we're facing, you know, understanding that, you know, we're in a post-antibiotic era, and ordinary common diseases and common infections. Resisting, and you go back, you're dying from, you could die from common infections that you could have just taken
antibiotic. And,
you know what, but I have not spoken, all the microbiologists and consultant microbiologists and medical doctors and healthcare professionals that I've spoken to about this have said the one thing. It is very serious.
Because my little knowledge tells me that as you go like this, bam, antibiotic is prescribed. So,
are you asking for it? And the doctor?
Yes, because people have certain things, them just call the doctor and say, send on some antibiotic for me. And that's it.
And I should have asked Dr. Nicholson about children and antibiotics now, but we're going to continue this conversation because even with children, we're seeing that.
Because if the microbes or the whatever the bacteria are resisting the antibiotics now, and as I heard her say, the pharmaceuticals are not investing in it.
Right.
then we are going to have to find something else.
To fill the gap there, that's what I'm saying. I mean,
and it can't be Boko.
No.
It has to be a process where you go after something to fight, go after finding something to fight against these bacteria.
And I would say, it's urgent. So whether you're going to check the moringa, check the ganja, check the noni, I mean...
And all these things. Yeah. Maybe they are working already, but they have not isolated it that way.
Right.
So they might be very well doing what the antibiotic should be doing or is doing.
Mikey, conscious had called just now to say that it's an excellent opportunity for us, for Jamaica, for academia, for scientists, to develop our own thing now, in our own universities, in our own labs, to create our own, within our own spaces. And I agree with him.
It is even more so now.
Yes.
Because I am sure we have the remedy here, but it's just to isolate it.
Yes, true. I agree with you. Did Muta Bawuka leave? I said Muta come here a while ago.
No.
Muta, you hear me talk?
Yeah, you said something about
Muta.
Muta.
He was there,
Okay.
He peeped through the door and then me not see him come back all now. And that's showing coming from Rebel Salute.
Is Muta pass outside?
Muta was at Rebel Salute,
I pass. I know Big A was out there,
right?
But and some other persons, but I'm not sure who passed.
Muta might have been out there,
because I was hustling to get here.
Yes. Were you at Rebel? Really? Were you at Rebel Salute last night?
No, I wasn't.
Because it just done, if it done it, because I see Selector Princess a tweet say, Sizzler was on stage just 3 minutes ago.
That means they're out there in the sun.
Yes. Anyway, walk with my brethren.
All right, take care.
Thanks, 8 minutes now after 9 o'clock, and in this segment of the program, going to be looking ahead, looking forward to Black History Month, Reggae Month, Healthy Lifestyle Month, and all of that. Nicholas Evans is joining me in the studio in his capacity as a marketing executive at IRE FM. We're going to be hitting the streets. Again, we're going to be talking to Bob Clark and Lego. Bob Clark and Lego will be broadcasting live from Orange Street, Big Yard. Dennis Brown birthday. Right. I know you'll be there. I know you love D Brown. All right. And we have just so much more that's happening. So just to say good morning to my colleague, marketing executive here at IRFM, Nicholas Evans. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Kabu.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Right. Nick, I'm very excited about the plans for Black History Month, Reggae Month, and also for Healthy Lifestyle Month. We're not going to talk much about Healthy Lifestyle Month this morning, but definitely about Black History Month.
Definitely so. We have like a full rollout, an entire month of activities. We are on the road all over the island, east, west, north, and south. So everybody will get a piece of our. We start out in Kingston, the capital city, with Dennis Brown. Dennis Brown, February 1, and Bob Clark and Lego will be in Big Yard, Orange Street, that is, I think. And we will celebrate the life and work of Dennis Brown. So all who just hear Dennis Brown music and want to know more about Dennis Brown, you can listen up on Sunday, February 1, live from Big Yard. People who would have par with Dennis Brown, so to speak, who would have worked with him and all of that, will share their experiences. Tell you from, they used to put him on little crate, drinks crate, to stand, for him to sing because he was too short,
We're getting Bob Clark and Lego on the phone as we speak. But you're right about the people who were there from the beginning, who knows him personally. That's D Brown, know him music, playing music, and we're starting in the morning on Running Africa in the Africa Forum with a panel discussion about
Dennis Brown, yes.
Yeah. And that's February 1.
Definitely. And February 8th, it's Bob Marley celebration in 9 Miles, his birth and resting place, final resting place. We will be up there in 9 Miles Center, to celebrate the life and work of Bob Marley as well.
And we're there twice, aren't we?
Twice.
We're there February...
The 6th, where the Bob Marley, the 9 Mile, complex will be having a grand celebration up there as well. Lots of stuff from about 8 in the morning to understand maybe the next morning, you know, all night stuff, you know. We'll be there then, and then we'll be there
rolling
again.
Out the Africa Forum team on the
8th for another celebration for the legendary Bob Marley.
All right, we have on the phone lines Lego along with Bob Clark. Bob, Lego, morning.
Morning.
Yes. Greetings. We're very excited, Lego, here at IRFM about the partnership with yourself and the team who will be celebrating D Brown on his birthday on February 1.
Sure.
Yes, give us an idea, Lego. What was your relationship with D Brown, first of all?
Virgin.
See it there?
Virgin, and I used to do some road work for him. You know, in the early days, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I used to tour with him and things.
Yeah.
In 77. And so on. And was Virgin till and very good Virgin, close, you know. He always come to you for advice to say, well, Lego, I'm a bigger brother, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean bigger brother and that was it, good Virgin, you know.
Yeah, and Lego, and we're going to hear much more from you as we get closer. Well, we just have about a week to go, but we're going to hear from you again very shortly in regards to that relationship. But give us an idea now of what is going to happen at Orange Street on February 1 from your perspective. What are you planning?
Well, we're going to the playing Dennis Brown like we did last year with Sturbrass Sound.
Yeah.
This year we're going to have Soul Tone Sound. Right?
Yeah, we're going to try and remember them.
Dean, we're going to area with
Yeah, hello, Dean.
I'm Dean Fraser. We're coming from Reggae. We're coming from
Rebel Salute. Dean Fraser. Independent area, man. Yes.
Yeah. So what we're going to have is that the sound playing Dennis Brown too and celebrating like that a picture, you know?
Yes.
That is the community where he came from, Orange Street. Where he was born and grew up on Orange Street, you know?
All right.
And a lot of his friends and because since we moved the show down to the waterfront, we want to keep the community going, you know, on Beach Street, which is Orange Street.
Yes.
So that is it, you know. So we want to keep Dennis Brown alive because the people keep asking for it. So last year we kept this, and they keep asking back for it this year, you know.
All right, and Bob Clark is also on the line. Bob, the memories are coming live on the 1st from Orange Street. As I asked Lego, your own relationship with Dennis Brown, you also knew Dennis Brown very well.
Yeah,
Dennis.
Well, Lego, yeah, man. Bob is here, man. Go ahead, Bob.
Okay.
Yeah, Dennis was my brethren, you know. In fact, I wrote his second hit song.
Which one?
If I Follow My Heart.
Oh, you mean you wrote that, Bob?
Yeah.
Sing a little piece to me.
If I follow my heart, I'm going to love you.
Wow. Yeah.
Having his elements, man.
You're the elements, man. We love it, Bob. We love it.
But Dennis was my brethren, you know. We used to do a lot of things together. You go country together, walk up and down Studio One.
Yeah.
We were based in Studio One at that point, you know, because they had left Derek Harriet's place, where he was supposed to have recorded his first song.
Yes.
But No Man is an Island. But we were at Studio One, based at Studio One, and
the one that he did for Derek Harriet was the first one, but the first one released was No Man is an Island, the Downbeat.
No Man is an Island. It was recorded for Downbeat.
Yeah,
right.
The first song for Derek as a recording artist, but the first song to be released was No Man is an Island.
No Man is an Island, right.
Yeah.
No, we used to walking up and down. You know, there were days when nothing was happening, really, and you were hoping for something to happen. He was my pal. We used to, Heptones was like one of the areas that we used to hang out with the Heptones, you know. I remember one day we were walking down Brentford Road, and I noticed he was drifting a little bit behind me, you know.
Yes.
And to my left, and I was saying, what happened to Dennis? And I looked around and I seen him almost behind me. And I looked to my right and I heard a man say, "Where the school to you, sir?" It was his father, you know. And I heard the little lad say, "Yes, Daddy." So I realized, oh, that is my father, whatever, so yeah. But we were great friends, you know.
All right, Bob, we're going to talk about that next week, I'm quite sure, and right throughout IRFM across the week. But tell us a little bit about what our listeners and what persons who we're inviting to be with us at Orange Street on the 1st can expect from Bob Clark Memories that's going to be there broadcasting back live.
As usual, we'll try to keep the standard high. And being Dennis Brown's.
I'm talking to my childhood friends, you know?
Yeah. We're going to interact with folks.
When his mother died and his father leave him and gone, and his father was an actor, you know.
Yeah.
And he a lot of the people, he used to from house stores because the people love him.
Dennis came from a family of entertainers, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, Bob? You see, just listening to you on Lego tells me, it's giving us a vibe of what this is going to be on February 1, you know. And I hear Lego producing a program for you already, no, Bob, so you can stay there.
Yeah. I hear him.
No, Bob.
But with a little sex with Lego, man. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, you know. We know the thing from a long time, you know.
True.
Good.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to it. We're just giving our listeners a teaser to let them know, you know, we're in partnership with Lego Memories Broadcasting Live from Orange Street on February 1. We're inviting everybody to be out. We have a panel discussion here at IRFM in the morning. Big A will be playing D Brown music throughout the day. And then later on in the afternoon, Bob Clark takes it live from Orange Street along with Lego. The music of Dennis Brown continuing into the night. Lego, Bob, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Yes, okay.
All right,
have a nice one.
Yeah, man. Talk next week. You too. Safe travel, Lego.
Okay, easy.
All right. Yeah, Nick.
Yeah, I mean, just listening to both of them, it sounds really exciting. I mean, I've always tuned into Bob's tribute on air annually for Dennis Brown. It's always an interesting tribute. I mean, where he narrates and plays songs accordingly, and you know, I'm just imagining what it will be like live outside. I mean, the spiritual home of Dennis Brown, Big Yard.
Big Yard. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back. When we come back, we're talking to. Who is it we're talking to when we come back?
We should be talking with someone from the 9 Miles, the Bob Marley.
Okay.
Yes.
Quick break.
The essence of power is the ability to define someone's reality and have them live according to that definition as though it is a definition of their own choosing.
All right, we're back with you inside of the Africa Forum. Marketing executive here at IRFM, Nicholas Evans, in the studio with me as we look ahead to Black History Month and to Reggae Month and some of the activities that we'll be rolling out come February. February 1, we're hitting the road, starting with the celebrations for D. Brown.
Yes. And immediately after, just about another week, we'll be in 9 Miles St. Ann.
All right, we lost Mr. Wilbert, so if we could get him back on the line. But go ahead, Nick.
Yes, we'll be 9 Miles St. Ann the 8th, and of course the 6th as well. Mr. Wilbert Brown will tell us, Captain Crazy, I mean, as he's called, will tell us more about the 6th. But of course, we'll be in 9 Miles celebrating Bob Marley our way. We will link with people who have trod with him, brethren, as we hear Bob and Lego mention about Dennis Brown, to, you know, basically tell us, I mean, about Bob the man, the impact of his music on Jamaica and the world at large, because, I mean, we know, as a Jamaican myself, who have been to a few places, the one person before 2008, the one Jamaican that everybody seemed to know, once you say you're a Jamaican, the one person was Bob Marley. Nowadays, I mean, people will say Usain Bolt as well, but Bob Marley
and not in every nook and cranny.
And not in every nook and cranny. And for different reasons.
Yes,
because if you're not necessarily sports oriented, I mean, you would necessarily know about Usain Bolt, but for his mission, you know.
Let me see if we have Wilbert. Mr. Brown?
Yes, good morning.
Okay, good morning. How you doing, my brother?
Good morning. I'm right here, man. Feeling good this morning.
Yeah, man.
Captain Crazy.
Yes, Mr. Nicholas, man.
All is well, sir?
Yes, bro. Yes, brother. Welcome, man. Nice to have you, man.
All right.
We're looking forward to 9 Miles. 2 days of activities, and we're rolling out on the 8th. But
you'll have your big thing on the 6th, as I understand it, from almost from sun up to sun up the next morning. Tell us what's happening up there.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be the 70th birthday anniversary for Bob Marley. You know. Yes, and we're gonna have a big event like on the 6th, his birthday. We're gonna be having like artists like Gully Bob coming through.
Really?
Yes, man. It's like we're bringing the excitement to 9 Mile, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it sounds.
We understand you'll be having like bass at this, you'll be having drumming. Just give us an idea what are some of the things you'll be having, and you know, if there's a cover charge or it's free, just tell us what to expect.
Exactly. Well, in the morning, like from 9 o'clock, we have a tour that go on every day. And that tour going to be going on till we're going to have a live band the whole day playing. And the tour guide will be performing their genre of music that they do every day, right through the day, including Captain Crazy, myself. Yeah? Mm-hmm. And then we're going to have bass artists playing from 10 o'clock until, like you say, when the other morning. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, that sounds, yeah.
Right. And we are negotiating with a few artists right now to come and scheme, like Ibomar, you know, and a few more upcoming artists as well.
All right, and I'm sure that next time we talk to you, we'll have some of those well confirmed, locked in, and we can start the promotion of those who will be participating at that level.
So is it going to be open to the general public, or this is for people who would normally do the tour?
No, it's going to be open for the general public on the 6th, yeah? Yeah, man.
And will these activities will be beyond the gates, or I mean, we know we'll be in like the parking lot. Will this
It's gonna be inside.
It's gonna be inside.
Actually, we're gonna be inside the parking lot. The after show gonna be in the parking lot. In the day, actually, we're gonna go up by the gift shop on the tour. Go up to Bob Marley, rest in place where he's laid to rest. You know.
Right.
Okay.
All right, and so that is on the 6th, and that is a Friday.
Yeah,
that's the Friday, the 6th.
Yes, 6th. Yeah, and it's a cover charge like $300 before 12. I think $500 after 12.
Right, and in terms of the 8th, now we're broadcasting live from 9 Miles on the 8th, which is a Sunday.
Right.
Right. So we're going to be at 9 Miles in the car park.
Yes, we'll be in the car park predominantly, and while that is where the broadcast will happen. I mean, performances. Right. Interviews, storytelling, drumming, just about everything. I mean, that we can use to relive the memories of the great legendary Bob Marley. And of course, the tour will still happen. I mean, people who want to come and experience the tour on Sunday as well. Trust me, it's a very exciting tour. I got a bit of it the other day, and you know, it's really something to see. It's something to see.
Yeah, man, we're looking forward to it, Captain Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I want to big up you guys, man. You are doing a good job. Irish FM is the #1 station in the world, you know.
Give thanks, my brother. Give thanks. We're gonna roll out the big bad shockwave, and we'll be there.
An enforcer.
An enforcer. I told him we're going in. Oh, it looked like I kind of told him. All right, well, anyone. But we're going to be rolling out the IFM team, you know, broadcasting. Running African will be broadcasting live from the birthplace of Robert Nesta Marley, Bobby Marley.
That sounds great, man.
Yeah, man, on the 8th of February.
It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be spiritual. It's going to be, you know, everything.
Yeah, man, a Rastafari thing, you know.
Give thanks, my brother. We'll see you. We'll talk to you later. Yeah?
Yeah, man. I big up all my people in Jamaica, and I invite everybody to come out and have a good time on the 6th, you know.
Yes, the 6th of February, right there in 9 Miles is the actual birth date. 70th birthday of Robert Nesta Marley. Big celebration in 9 Miles.
Yeah. Times. I want to give a big shout out to my boss Richie, you know, for doing this, and Ari as well, you know.
Yeah, man, give thanks.
Yes, we want to give thanks to Ari and Richie as well for, you know, agreeing to accommodate us up there.
IRFM always there, you know what I mean, for us, you know, respect and give thanks, you know.
All right, give thanks, my brother, Crazy, Captain Crazy.
Yes, Ivan. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man, Mr. Wilbert Brown, Captain Crazy. All right, Nick, that sound good?
Definitely, sound good. I'm really looking forward to all these activities that we have planned for February, Black History and Reggae Month.
So one thing our listeners should know, and without any confusion, that there are 2 days of activities at Bob Marley at 9 Miles.
One being put on by the foundation up there itself, the 6th. I mean, they normally have this stage show tour and all that. I mean, lots of excitement based on what I'm hearing. Based on this and stuff like that.
Right.
And the other one, IRFM will be in the house, live broadcast from 6 a.m.
On the Sunday,
right. Where, I mean, lots of reasoning, lots of interview, where, you know, this will give people a chance, you know, to tell not only Jamaica, but the entire world, I mean, you know, about, you know, Bob himself, you know, relived moments with Bob and, you know, the impact Bob has on their lives and, by extension, Jamaica and the world at large.
And it makes a difference when you go to the actual birthplace, because we've been celebrating Bob for many years in terms of tribute to Bob Marley. This is the first year that we're actually taking the tribute to his birthplace.
Definitely. Bob has history just all over, in Kingston, in 9 Miles. You know, he has touched the lives of people in Clarendon down there. I mean, so, you know, we're just spreading the love all around, you know.
Most definitely so. We're going to be talking to Dave Tosh. You know, before we go to Peter Tosh, we are also celebrating on the 20th. Is it the 20th?
13th.
The 13th, sorry. The 13th of February.
February, yes. Jacob Miller. This will probably be the first real tribute, big tribute to Jacob Miller, who passed on there in the 70s. I mean, we know hearing, incidentally, we know hearing, and we must say, I mean, this has nothing to do with it because this was planned before. We know hearing a new song that, you know, is really giving some tribute to Jacob Miller about Chatty Dreddy.
Yes, I heard that.
Yes, I mean, and with Inner Circle.
It's purely coincidental.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the timing couldn't be better. Couldn't be better. I mean,
yeah.
You know,
and part of that whole celebration and tribute to Jacob Miller is going to be centered around one of our own colleagues here at IRFM. Digital Chris, who is actually the brother of Jacob Miller. And so it's kind of an in search of series for Digi, guys, going in search of his brother Jacob Miller. So Digi Chris will be broadcasting live from Manchester on Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th, yes.
In tribute to Jacob Miller. And then on the, as we're talking about Peter Tosh.
That too, of course, Kabu, we will seek out people who would have trod with Jacob Miller. We will seek out, you know, persons who can tell us about Jacob the man, what he was like, what it was like, you know, running a boat with Jacob, what he was like, you know, before. I mean, not many of us would have witnessed. I mean, I remember when I was very young, I think it was Carifest at Jard Park. That's a long time ago in the 70s, where I watched Jacob Miller perform. I mean, I can hardly remember what the performance was.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, I can hardly remember what the performance was, but I remember Jacob Miller. My mother's maiden name is Miller. So for some reason at that stage, I believe, you know, Jacob Miller was my family.
I know, and you still do actually. You still do.
So, you know, to watch Jacob Miller was something.
So just write these dates down because we're going to be talking about them as we go along. On the phone lines now, Dave Tosh, the son of Peter Tosh, and principal of the Belmont Academy, Mr. Rayon Simpson. Good morning, Dave and Rayon.
Yeah, bless up, Andrea, respect.
All right, Mr. Rayon Simpson, you there?
Good morning, Andrea.
Oh, good to have you on the line. Good to have you on the line.
Morning, Dave. Good morning, Mr. Simpson.
Yeah, I mean, is that Sonic?
Yes, it is.
Live and in living color.
Okay.
All right, just look.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, man, we're very, very happy to have you.
I know right now, you know, all those cursing pun and everything in Belmont, Westmoreland are being scoured and prepared. People already look them lagoed and pimento and all of that. I mean, this is a festival of festivals in Jamaica, you know.
It sounds as if you have a spy in Belmont.
No, but I mean, when I came down there and saw, I mean, we've been down there from inception, but when I saw what happened on the roadside and all of that last year, and Muta, who is a more traveled person than I am, you know, he had to say, only in Europe and those places he sees festivals like these where it's not about no big artists on stage. It's not about, I mean, everybody surrounding a stage. It's about people just going around, people just cooking, eating. I'm looking forward to going to Nesbury. Last year, man, sent me some Nesbury. I never work out so well, you know. I'm coming back to work for him this year.
Make it left it back. All right, we're going to start.
A fantastic atmosphere.
Yeah, man, it is. It is really a festival. Yeah, and let me start with you, Mr. Simpson, principal of Belmont Academy, because we're kicking things off on Friday, the 20th, which is actually we're going to be down there for the entire weekend. But Friday we're going to be at the Belmont Academy. Give us an idea, as much as you can, because we know we're still getting things together. Some of what we can expect from at Belmont Academy on the Friday. What will the students be doing? What's the school's level of participation?
Well, last year we came on board, and this year we decided that there was no way we could avoid coming on board this year. So even though the event on this Friday will be between the midterm break, we thought that it would be fit and appropriate that we still allow our participation to be had this year.
Yes, yes.
So this year it is promised that a fantastic event will take place at Belmont Academy. Mm-hmm. And, in Belmont style, it's usually excellence. So
we love that. In Belmont style, it's usually excellent. Excellence is the highest form of rebellion.
So the discussion this year surrounds some very innovative ideas and some very intriguing presentations from some persons that you just certainly couldn't
in a different way.
In a different way.
Yes.
And they're going to have to hold their breath for this one, because this is going to be big.
Definitely.
Like,
when this airwaves, trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on that Sunday, we're broadcasting live on the Friday the 20th from Belmont Academy. That will be DJ Sunshine. Will be broadcasting live from there. Playing
so now you tell them where in the world Sunshine will be.
No, where in the world Sunshine is going to be the week after that.
Officially.
But yes. But where in the world is Sunshine on the 20th of February? It's going to be at Belmont Academy. We're all going to be there. The team going to be there. And I already spoke to Sunshine. I said to her, Sunshine, you might have to give a lecture to, Peter Tosh. She said, yeah, man, we can't do that, man.
Oh, yes, that would be something. That would be something, because my students, in particular, are very, very interested in DJ Sunshine.
Yeah, well,
but I think it is appropriate that we allow the public to know that this year event is not going to be unique just to the school or to schools, but it will be an event that will be open to the entire Jamaican public.
Yes.
So I think that is important that the public would know that.
All right, definitely. And we're so happy that Belmont Academy and that you as a principal is really so visionary, Mr. Simpson. We have to say that. We have to pause, stop a moment, and just to acknowledge your vision.
We might have to clone him,
We might have to clone him. Yes.
Thank you.
Really, it is.
Thank you very much.
It's phenomenal.
It is important that we do things like this, because Peter Tosh is a homegrown hero.
Yes.
And he lived in Belmont. And the school is in Belmont. So you can't have a school in the community without the community being in the school.
Definitely.
And it is also important for our students and the nation as a whole to see how this little community has really produced such an icon. And we must celebrate him, because I think he remains the most ingenious and the most creative reggae ambassador that ever lived.
Most definitely.
It is only appropriate that we celebrate him in this way.
Most definitely. So that date is the 20th, is February 20th, Nick. We are at Belmont Academy, and you're going to hear much more about that as the week goes on across IWFM about who will be delivering a very special lecture.
And if all goes to plan, I'm certain you will need to extend the school, when we roll out the plans.
That is most definitely true. You hear that, Mr. Simpson?
I'm glad you say that. Because any association with IRI is bound to create some traction. And we indeed need an expansive space. We look forward to that,
Boy, Nick, Nick.
I think Luther might be in trouble,
Mr. Luther.
Buchanan.
Mr. Luther Buchanan, give us a call now, please, sir. We're coming down there, sir. All right, so Dave, on the Sunday now, the festival continues, and the massive festival at the Peter Tosh Memorial Gardens is happening on the Sunday. We're down there from 6 a.m. until you say when. Tell us what's going on.
So we're not going in the night again for all those things that...
Oh, me forget, so we did that on Saturday night. That's...
I I mean, those steam fish and roast fish and all of those things you used to enjoy the night while the reason.
Dave, I apologize. It slipped me for a moment.
That is not for the public. No, all right.
No, it's and you know it go. Right, so Dave, tell us what's happening.
Yeah, well, basically, it's our celebration as usual for Peter Tosh. It's nothing new. It's just a continuation of the past and making it better for this year. And the fact that basically what we plan to do is have the family together, just stay chill out, and along with whoever wants to be here and have a vibes until the actual Sunday morning.
Well, Dave, you know that we usually pass you on the Saturday night because there's certain things that are required. You know, I have to sit down there. I don't smoke, but I have to take in some of the smoke.
And the big bonfire on the beach.
You know, and so on, and the bonfire, and a little bit of the fruits, and a little bit of the food, and whatever else happening in the yard there. So a big yard for we from Saturday night, right? We'll pass through, and then you're saying into Sunday morning, of course.
Yeah, going on to Sunday morning now. That's when everything really kick off the right way. You know, the celebration is what it is. It's to be the biggest thing when I say I go on right now in terms of entertainment, because I am so surprised within the few years that we start this event here. I mean, there's a whole heap tourists where actually people, I say, yo, Dave, the thing I go on this year. I mean, I say, yeah, man, it's still I go on, man. I say, because the people have booked them ticket already, you know. It's a tourist thing. I don't even know how come so much tourists know about it, but whatever IRFM doing or we are doing, it's working.
We're doing it.
Yeah. So, yeah, man, it's what it is. The only difference is, like I say, this year, as you know, the event will be hosted by the Peter Tosh Memorial Garden and IRFM. Yes. Some of the changes we plan to make is in terms of vending. Yes, I would like to see a more organized setting. So I intend to be selective this year instead of just having anything and everyone seen. So I will make sure, say, a selective, decent group of vending is there where can at least reputable people that
people who are interested in vending need to contact you urgently so that you can at least organize the thing properly. You know, organize the thing properly. Yeah, man.
Same. So yeah, and like I say, it's growing and it's getting to be international, where we're having tourists coming and all of them things, so we can't afford to sidestep, because these people are actually hungry for Peter. From day one you come here, you know that.
Yes.
That's why we continue, because it wasn't even supposed to go on this long, but after the first day we realized
about identity and standing up for your right.
Yes.
So it is important that we celebrate our icon.
Thank you so much for that.
On the day itself, I just want the listeners to know and appreciate that it is a school, and so at a school, there are certain kinds of expectations. I know that we don't really need to dwell on that too much, because the Jamaican public is very sensitive towards these kind of things.
Yes.
So just come out and expect a fantastic day on Friday, and on the other days, Saturdays and Sundays. I don't have to talk about the Saturday and Sunday. And you notice I'm pluralizing because I'm really thinking ahead of next year and the year after.
I heard you.
I don't have to talk about Saturday and Sunday because that is already etched in the minds of the people.
Yes.
But the Friday event is usually confined to the schools, and now we're expanding it to the nation on a whole.
It's open to the public.
We invite you to come. If you miss this, you're going to miss something, because what we are planning is just something that is out of this world.
You know what I'm seeing? You know what I'm seeing? Dave and Mr. Sims, you're going to have to talk to your local hotels down there, because we are creating a weekend getaway in Belmont, Westmoreland. I mean, so far we are certain, because last year we assumed that the Caucasian-looking people are from overseas.
Yes.
We spoke with some of them, and they mentioned California and Germany and all over the world. So we want there's a need for rooms down there, and we just want the people who have those to officially contact and come on board and I mean, we can fill up down
Yeah,
down Belmont with these.
And not even that. It's not even that we need to just contact these, because these that are here, I don't think it's even enough.
That's what I'm saying.
What I am on the project on if is creating more space in the community, because this event is an extension of the community.
Yes.
It's not really even an extension of the school, but it's the entire community involved. And it affects the whole community, be it good or bad. I mean, I do get my fair share of complaints and all of this type of things. And yes, I do get my fair share of good comments too.
Yes.
So, yeah, but it's a development process, and even the community at large is learning that, hey, we are here and we are here to stay, and it's now time to grow.
Of course.
So,
yes. We're going to leave it there for now, Dave and Mr. Simpson. Thank you so much. Mr. Simpson, of course, is the principal of Belmont Academy. On the 20th, Friday the 20th, we're rolling out big time at Belmont Academy. What time we're starting at Belmont on Friday?
We're starting at, it go from 2 to 6.
Right.
2 to 6, we'll have... as we said, we'll let people know more, right. as we go along, what to come, what to expect. DJ Sunshine will be there from 2 to 6, and the exciting event that we're planning will roll out from 2 to 6, but we'll let you know as we go on. So you can start booking your room, booking your tent, booking whatever you need.
And the date, and that date is the 20th.
Plan a weekend for Belmont in Westmoreland from February 20 to 22.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Simpson. Thank you so much, Dave.
Thanks, Andrea and Nick.
All right, Dave.
Okay, all right. We're looking forward to those events in Westmoreland on the weekend. So I said last weekend of the month
of February. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, almost, because February ends on a Saturday.
Oh yeah, that's true.
The 20th. Right. That Saturday we should be in St. Thomas.
Yeah, that Saturday 28th we're in St. Thomas. At
football in style.
Yes. Well, we're on the road, you know.
We're on the road, and I mean, it's only 28 days in February, but we are going to ensure that as much of Jamaica as possible gets a piece of us, you know. So we're on the road.
It's Black History Month. It's Reggae Month. Come on board with us, Mr. Damian Crawford. You did not make it to the meeting in the time that you said you would. We look forward to talk to you.
We can meet this morning still.
Where we're going to meet?
I mean,
he's probably sleeping after Rebel Salute.
After Rebel Salute.
All right.
Probably still at the venue, meeting and greeting from his tourism portfolio. So
you never know.
He might just drive by.
But Nick, a month of activities as we celebrate IRFM celebrates 25 years. Also, February looking.
We almost missed a very important party, our own celebration, 25 years of looking out for the interests of people of African descent. Letting Irie. You should pat yourself on the shoulder, Irie.
You go right ahead and pat yourself on the shoulder, Nick.
I mean, yes. Before IRFM, you did not know that the black race did anything good in history. I mean, it was all negative and all that. I mean,
not quite true. Not quite true. Well, but we understand what you're saying. Yeah.
I mean, I am an Irish person. I mean, yes. I grew up believing it was a sin to play a reggae song on a Sunday.
Yes.
Yes. And it didn't matter the lyrics of the other songs that were being played. No,
it is true, because when Clyde Mackenzie told me that we were going to play reggae on Sundays on Irie, I looked at him wide-eyed and shocked.
Yeah. And one of the things I've always looked at with reggae is when you compare the lyrics with some other songs, regardless of what they're saying, regardless of the promiscuity they are encouraging, the adultery or whatever they're encouraging, they are fine.
Yes, but especially if they're country and western.
But if a reggae song just say "Love Me Forever," yes. Just the beat makes it.
Jolene, please don't take my man, even though you can. Nick, I'm gonna wrap up here. Bottom line coming up. Thank you so much, Nick, and we'll hear much more about all
yes.
across.
We'll definitely be back.
Yeah, looking forward to it, man. Give thanks, Nick, as usual. Appreciate it.
What you do for yourself depends on what you think of yourself, and what you think of yourself depends on what you know of yourself, and what you know of yourself depends on what you have been told.
All right, it's time now for the bottom line. The bottom line is that I am not Charlie. I am not Charlie in any language. I am Africa. I am Nigeria. I am Ghana. I am Kemet. I am Ethiopia. I am Africa. One Africa. I am not Charlie. And as outraged as I have been over the brutal slaying of 12 journalists, 4 civilians and 1 police officer in France on June, earlier this month, I was even more outraged when I witnessed the presidents of Mali, Niger, Gabon, Togo, Benin and Senegal in tight embrace with the presidents of France, Israel, who continue to build concentration camps, Germany and other European countries chanting Je suis Charlie, while thousands of bodies of Nigerians litter the streets of Baga after they were slaughtered on the same weekend by Boko Haram, the very same day. The bottom line is that on the same day that the 17 Europeans were viciously murdered by cowards, whose aim, it appeared, was to silence journalists and kill freedom of speech, on that same weekend, some 2,000 Nigerians were brutally murdered by terrorists in Nigeria. Terrorists claiming to be Muslims. Terrorists underscoring their plan to create a full Islamic state in parts of Nigeria and to impose a stricter form of Sharia law across Nigeria, which is a split between a majority Muslim north and a mostly Christian south. The bottom line is that on that same day of the atrocities in France, the attackers, Boko Haram, sped into a Nigerian town with grenade launchers, their gunfire and explosions shattering the early morning calm. On that same day, terrified residents scattered into bushes in Baga town and surrounding villages. The gunmen unloaded motorcycles from their trucks and followed in hot pursuit. On that same weekend, Nigerian residents hid under scant brush. Bullets pierced them. Some sought refuge in their homes. They were burnt alive. Many who tried to cross into neighboring Chad drowned while they tried to swim through Lake Chad. On that same day, by the time the weapons went quiet, local officials reported death tolls ranging from hundreds to as many as 2,000 people and still counting. The bottom line is that there were bodies everywhere. Nigeria had become a burial ground, even while African leaders and Africans everywhere applauded French President François Hollande when he declared that the global outpouring of solidarity that France had seen indicated to him that France had become the capital of the world. France had become the capital of the world, and Nigeria was a burial ground. That was January 3, 15 days ago. 9 days later, bodies still littered the roads in the area, even while African presidents marched in France in solidarity with the French and the 17 Europeans who were just as brutally murdered by cowards. The bottom line is that the January massacre of over 2,000 Nigerians was the deadliest massacre by Boko Haram in Nigeria to date. The bottom line is that Boko Haram has terrorized northern Nigeria regularly since 2009, attacking police, schools, churches and civilians and bombing government buildings. The group's brutal tactics have shocked and stunned the world. It has kidnapped students, including more than 200 schoolgirls who were abducted in April and still remain missing. Where are our girls? Bring back our girls. The bottom line is that on Saturday, January 3, just a day before the African leaders checked themselves into France and locked arms with European mourners, Boko Haram strapped explosives to a 10-year-old girl, detonated and blew her to pieces at a crowded marketplace in Nigeria, killing at least 20 people. All this while Africans, African leaders, African presidents, black people all over the world chanted and tweeted, Je suis Charlie. The bottom line is that I am not Charlie. I am African, Nigerian, Ethiopian, Ghanaian, Malian, Kimetian. I am one Africa. The scale of the early January attack, the deaths of hundreds, thousands, defies belief. I am not Charlie and cannot be Charlie, because even though we condemn the attack on free speech and abhor the killing of journalists, I am first and foremost African, in a global environment in which all things are not equal. I am not Charlie and cannot be, because I am still questioning why it took the murder of only 17 Europeans to get the world and most of its presidents, even Israel, to rally in their millions, 3.7 million, and hardly an acknowledgement in that rally or elsewhere of the over 2,000 massacred in Nigeria on the same weekend. I am not Charlie. I cannot be Charlie. Because while President Netanyahu marched in Paris, African migrants are locked up in brutal conditions in concentration camps in Israel, just asking for refuge, just because they asked for refuge in the so-called Holy Land. I am not Charlie and cannot be Charlie, because while President Hollande promised an end to terrorism, France has presided over decades of economic and social terrorism over Haiti and still refuses to repay the 150 million gold francs Haiti was forced to pay over to France for so valiantly winning its freedom from the terror of slavery. I am not Charlie. I cannot be Charlie, because I am witness to the phenomenon of 44 presidents from 44 different countries around the world marching in solidarity in a show of unity and defiance against terrorism after 17 Europeans were murdered, while thousands of bodies of Africans killed by the same kind of terrorism which killed the 17 have been left to rot in the streets of Baga in Nigeria, children of a lesser God. The bottom line is that I am not Charlie and cannot be Charlie, not after bearing witness to the presidents of Mali, Niger, Togo, Benin, Gabon and Senegal, all former colonies of France, tightly locked in the embrace of death, deception and betrayal, while the mangled bodies of their African brothers and sisters strewn the streets of Nigeria. I am not Charlie. I am not Charlie, because even while the 6 African presidents mourned for 17 Europeans, Mali, Niger, Kenya, Libya, Cameroon, Chad, Egypt, Sudan, Burkina Faso, Senegal, and a whole host of other African countries continue to be held hostage by terror merchants from Al-Shabaab and Ansar Bayat al-Maqdis to Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb and the movement for oneness and jihad in West Africa. I am not Charlie. The bottom line is that the marches in Paris and other European cities last Sunday were also in favor of liberty and the freedom of opinion and expression. These are freedoms which are captured in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights contained in the Charter of the United Nations, which I will march for on any given day. I do not condone the killing of journalists or anyone through terror or otherwise, but I am not Charlie. I am African, black, Chibok, Baga, Nigeria, Ethiopia. I cannot march in Paris. That's the bottom line. This is how we say goodbye for today. Until next time, my name is Kheru. My broadcast assistant, Shamara Preston, thank you so much. To all those who participated in the program this morning, thank you so much. Thank you to Dr. Alison Nicholson. Thank you to Melody Horton. Thank you so much to all those who participated, from Peter Tosh, from Bob Marley, from the Dennis Brown, Bob Clark, Lego, and the crew. Thank you so much. And we'll see you next week, thanks to my colleague, Marketing Executive here at IRFM, Nicholas Evans. My name is Kheru @Kheru. See you next time.
I'm a mystic man. Such a mystic man. I'm just a mystic man.
General, who does a bonfire right over the world? Him a bonfire right all over the world.
nothing when you tell me.
Talk to
this land. I never ask you, nothing when you tell me. I beg you daily to cease and still you keep talking. Me granny tell me from your little baby, he that keepeth his mouth will stay out of problem. It seems like you is a you carrying dread, so I ain't carrying on. Say about that. Let me see all of the people when I love chatty people. Give me this, give me this. I say, OJ, your mouth I go put you in a problem. Hey, OJ, your mouth I go put you in a problem. Deep problem. I say you walk a ball to see it by your mouth. You walk a weep to see it by your teeth. Creation make you ball. See it by your mouth. Every thief is a liar. Listen up. Remember you tell me say Teflon hate me. Then you tell Teflon can excite him like a dose of poison.
That wickedy.
You wickedy.
Liar.
You tell me woman say me you're not a lady. Then you tell me, say she have a man will live a high rise. Oi, Mount Amasi. And so me know you is a juice carrying dread. And so I ain't carrying on ya. Say mother chatter with you, when I chatter with you, Mount Murderer begin for ya, OJ. Whoa, I say your mouth, I'm gonna put you in a problem. I wonder if nobody never tell you, OJ. I say your mouth, I'm gonna put you in a problem. Boy,
talk to them.
And then I carry you. Hear me when I say, I want to see the hand them up in the air. I want to see the hand them up in the air. And if you know your heart,